The specialty customers of Mechanix were exposed to extreme environments. We're talking in the mines, we're talking in an industrial setting where there's high risk of cut, puncture, you name it. So Mechanix wanted to develop a material and address this need.
The directive was to use a material that was basically indestructible. It needed to be cut resistant and puncture proof and have really high abrasion resistance.
We knew we needed an expert in making extreme fabrics.
I'm Bob Goulet with Saprex Advanced Materials. I'm a chemical engineer, and I've been working in materials for about 20 years, primarily around fibers and textiles that go into extreme environments. Mechanix brought the problem to us of developing a new material. I knew that it would be difficult because great dexterity and cut resistance traditionally haven't gone together. I knew the difficulty of cut resistance, that it's got to be a very tough material. When you think about soft and flexible and tough, they don't typically go well together. One of the things we were trying to do was build cut resistance from multiple angles. And as we built this three-dimensional fabric, we were looking at not just traditional cut resistance where you look at the straight planar angle, but how would it perform at multiple angles. Our three-dimensional construction allowed us to provide cut resistance at multiple angles, which is really a new feature in these type of materials. One of the problems with using a yarn that's stronger than steel in a traditional knitting machine is you've got to worry about breaking parts. The yarn doesn't break, and so there's no room for error as you knit. We set the machine up, we've got things running very well, and compensated for these very strong yarns, tried numbers of different constructions, looking at all the technical and physics perspectives on cut resistance and what it would take to give the best cut resistance as well as flexibility. Right now we're in our advanced materials lab. In this lab we can prototype any type of material, build test equipment, and rapidly move through the development stage. As you look at this product, the three characteristics we're looking for is cut resistance, puncture resistance, and abrasion resistance. And the cut test is actually just that. You use a very sharp razor, but you use a controlled situation with a known amount of weight, and you're looking at the force that it takes to cut through the fabric. On the puncture resistance, it's pretty intuitive. You're literally looking for the resistance of the material to keep a small object from penetrating through it. So if you think of an ice pick or something on that kind of magnitude. And then the third is abrasion resistance. What we're looking for is that the material doesn't wear away very quickly. And so if you think basically like sandpaper, we're looking at how long will it resist being worn away. After they'd built the first prototypes out of this material, I was really excited to see the glove. And I was happy to see that when you put it on, you could move it and it had good dexterity. Knew that the materials were cut resistant, puncture resistant, and I was really pleased with the way it turned out.